Welcome to the Voxler demonstration video part 2. In this part, I will demonstrate how to load a dataset, create a scatter plot, and save the dataset. We will use the sample dataset xyzc1.dat found in the Voxler samples folder. To load the data, go to File, Load Data, navigate to the Voxler data folder, select xyzc1.dat and click Open. The Data Import Options dialog box will open. This dialog box allows you to change which line Voxler starts importing data from, set the data delimiters, and specify other parameters determining how the data is imported into Voxler. For the purposes of this demonstration, the default settings are fine, so click the OK button. Next, the Select Data Columns dialog box will open. This screen allows you to choose the data columns that are imported into Voxler. Once again, the default settings will be used, so click the OK button. You have now imported the data into Voxler. xyzc1.dat now appears in the network window. The next step is to graph the scatter plot. To do this, select xyzc1.dat in the network window, and in the module library window, double-click on Scatter Plot from the Graphics Output folder. The Scatter Plot module now appears in the network window, and the graphical scatter plot appears in the viewer window. You can rotate the scatter plot by clicking and dragging on the scatter plot, and you can zoom in and out by selecting the Zoom Mode tool, clicking and dragging the mouse up or down to zoom in or out. I will now add a bounding box to the scatter plot. A bounding box is useful because it shows the extents of the data. Select xyzc1.dat in the network window, and double-click on Bounding Box in the Module Library window. The Bounding Box module should appear in the network window, and a yellow bounding box is displayed in the viewer window. Axes can also be added to the graph by selecting the xyzc1.dat module in the network window and double-clicking on the Axes module in the Module Library window. I will zoom in so the axes are easier to see. Notice all three axes are labeled with the values corresponding to their points in the scatter plot. You can move modules around in the network window so that they are easily viewable and organized. To move the modules, simply select the module you wish to move and drag it to its new location. The final step is to save the file. There are three options when saving information from Voxler. The first option is to go to File, Save Network. This saves the dataset and all the modules connected to the dataset as a network file. The second option is to go to File and Save Data. This saves the data corresponding to a specific selected module for use later in Voxler or other software. The third option is to go to File and Export. This exports the current image in the viewer window as a graphical file, such as a bitmap or JPEG. You can import this image into other applications such as Microsoft Word or PowerPoint for reports and presentations. For this demonstration, I will select the xyzc1.dat module and go to File and Save Data. Choose the location you want to save the data file from the pull-down menu at the top. Select the appropriate file type from the pull-down menu on the bottom. I will select Voxler data, Vid.2, and type the file name in the file name box. I will save it as scatterplot. And click Save.